And welcome back! Today, we're diving into a fascinating and somewhat surprising aspect of ancient life. Why people often preferred to drink beer and cider over plain water. It might sound counterintuitive to us now, but back then, it made a lot of sense for some very important reasons. Let's get into it. Imagine life before modern sanitation. Water sources like rivers, lakes, and even wells were often contaminated with all sorts of nasty things: bacteria, parasites, and human waste. You couldn't just turn on a tap and expect clean drinking water. This meant that drinking water could be incredibly risky, leading to all sorts of illnesses like dysentery and cholera, which were often fatal. So what made beer and cider a safer bet? The key lies in the brewing and fermentation processes. Let's start with beer. The process of making beer involves boiling water. This crucial step effectively kills off many of the harmful microorganisms that could be lurking in the water source. Think of it as a basic form of purification. After boiling, the water is mixed with grains like barley, and then yeast is added. This kicks off the fermentation process. During fermentation, the yeast consumes sugars and produces alcohol and carbon dioxide. While the alcohol content in ancient beers was often quite low, even this small amount could help to inhibit the growth of some remaining bacteria. Now, let's talk about cider. Similar principles apply here. Cider is made from fermented fruit juice, most commonly apples. While the initial pressing of the fruit might not involve boiling, the fermentation process itself creates an environment less hospitable to harmful bacteria. The natural acids in the fruit and the alcohol produced during fermentation contributed to its safety. So, to recap, both beer and cider went through processes, boiling in the case of beer and fermentation, that significantly reduced the risk of waterborne diseases. Plain water, on the other hand, often didn't have any such purification steps. It's also worth noting that beer and cider often had some nutritional value, providing calories and some vitamins, which would have been beneficial in times when food could be scarce. Of course, this doesn't mean that ancient beer and cider were always perfectly safe or tasted like the beverages we enjoy today. Brewing practices varied greatly, and hygiene wasn't always top-notch. However, compared to the often unpredictable quality of water, they were generally a much safer option for staying hydrated. So, the next time you reach for a clean glass of water, take a moment to appreciate the advancements in sanitation we have today. For our ancestors, a pint of ale or a mug of cider wasn't just a drink. It was often a matter of survival. Did you find this historical tidbit interesting? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more fascinating glimpses into the past. Thanks for watching!